Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and your connection to each other. I hope you're having a beautiful day or night whenever you're joining in, and I'm so glad you're here. In today's reading, we're going to be doing a general check-in with your person. I'm feeling called to get a few channeled message cards out from them to you, as well as a general energy check. We may or may not get to the tarot. I'm going to free flow most of this reading here today. I'm mainly just feeling drawn to get channeled messages, but before we do that, I want to do like a general energy check on them. Then we'll take it from there, kind of go with the flow today. So let's get out your person's energy towards you right now, and then we'll get some messages out from them. Whoa, okay. I don't even know what the song is called, but I know it was popular like probably when I was in high school, middle school, somewhere in there, but it's like the bigger, stronger, faster, almost like techno-y type of song. If anybody knows what the name of that song is, you can comment down below, but I just heard that when this combo came out. Okay, so we're gonna carry on. I think the reason that channeled through was because your person is in the process of healing right now. Okay, so doing this energy check on them, we have the root chakra card, the Phoenix. We also have the elk. This represents divine masculine energy. And we also have the lion, okay? This talks about peace, strength, resilience, and like planning, like being very grounded, planning for the long term. So what I'm seeing from your person to you right now is that they're in the process of healing and trying to get stronger within themselves, okay? They have recognized that they have inner work to do. They recognize that they need to get a bit more serious with life, okay? Could be that a previous chapter of your person's life or in this connection with you, they were kind of just flying by the seat of their pants, taking things casually. They may not have had big life goals or any long-term goals at all. They were kind of just living life day to day. Something has shifted within them, and now they're in the process of changing that mindset. They're starting to be more serious. They're starting to take life more serious. They're starting to take relationships more serious, and they're starting to want to learn more about how to grow as a person, both personally and spiritually, okay? So I'm seeing a big shift has occurred within your person where it's like they're ready to grow up. They're ready to take life more seriously. They're ready to bring more stability into their own reality and this connection with you. So it could be that maybe the two of you had like a casual relationship for a while. They didn't want anything serious. Maybe they had like a fear of commitment, or again, they just wanted to live life day by day. They didn't have big long-term goals. They kind of just wanted to do whatever they wanted to do in the moment and cross their fingers and hope it worked out. Now they're in planning mode. They're in transformation mode. They're wanting to take the lead over their own life, and maybe even in this connection, they want to step up and take the lead more often, bring more direction into this, okay, is what I'm seeing. They could have been consulting with some kind of mentor in their life as well. Somebody could be giving them really good advice, or maybe they've gone to see a professional to get guidance and support with like, you know, how to move forward in their life financially, career-wise, materially, romantically. But I feel like they're in the process of trying to make big change. They could be seeking outside counsel. Basically, they're ready to move mountains now. They're ready to get the ball rolling and take things more seriously in all areas of their life, not just romantically with you or career-wise or financially. They want it all. Basically, this person wants to make big changes in every area of their life and take life more seriously than they have been before. So let's get some channeled messages out from them now. Really liking the energy that they're in at this time. Let's see what they would say to you if they felt like they could be honest. Okay. First up, we have, you don't know how hard it was to let you go. So perhaps this reading is finding you after a break or a separation, or this could be somebody from your past that kind of had a wake-up call after releasing this connection. If you're still with this person, it could also be that maybe they felt you pull your energy back again. They felt you take a step back, or maybe they felt that if they didn't shape up and get more serious, they would lose you. and they didn't want that to happen. So it could be that that was a bit of a wake-up call for them, okay? We also have, you and I were too young, okay? So this could also be talking about maturity, not age. If you've been with this person for like a really long time and like, I mean, you know, 10, 20 years, that could be referencing the past. But I feel for most of you, this is their immaturity. Like they were just not wanting to grow up. They weren't ready to take life too seriously. They didn't want to get out of that sort of casual phase of their life and, you know, start worrying about the real things that we all will face one day as we age, like saving for retirement, buying a home, creating a stable savings account and foundation, having a good career build up, having a long-term partner, somebody you can build a life with, grow with as a team. It could just be that they weren't taking things too seriously. Now they're recognizing that that was coming from a place of immaturity and they're ready to grow up and get serious about life, okay? We also have, I replay our conversations over and over again. So this could be something the two of you have talked about. I mean, maybe you and your person have had conversations about this, like, where are we going? Where is this relationship headed? Where is this connection going? Do you have plans in the future? What do you see your future looking like 5 years from now? It could be that if you've had conversations about any of those things, they replay them, and that could be acting as a bit of a wake-up call for them as well, because they're starting to say, you know what, maybe I should be thinking about this, or I don't have any long-term goals, maybe I should start thinking about what I want my life to look like 10 years from now, 5 years from now, whatever it is. I think that they are replaying those conversations over and over again, and they're starting to use that as a reference point for like where they want to go, okay? Especially if you're a lot more serious or grounded than this person is in general, they may be using that as like a reference point to see what their own goals are, what their own plans should be, where they want to be, okay? So that is what I'm getting for us. I'm gonna pull just a couple of tarot cards, why not? Any other context we can get, any other bits of information? And then we'll get ready to close the reading off with a couple messages just for you. If it's been resonating so far, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more in the future, and you're welcome to share anything you'd like to down below in the comments with the collective as well. If you'd like to share your experience or your story, you're more than welcome to. Okay. So our first card is the Two of Wands. These are the baby steps. Your person is starting to plan. They're starting to take conscious action steps towards real goals. They're really thinking about the future. They're thinking about the long term. This is them actually starting to take baby steps, okay? So that could be a whole bunch of different things. It could be starting a savings account. It could be starting to work towards a promotion at work. It could be starting to take this connection more seriously. Maybe wanting to go steady with you, become official with you, take things to the next level with you, you name it. But this is them planning their next steps and wanting to take things slow, okay, not rush from point A to point B, but taking conscious action steps in a new direction, okay? And we have the Knight of Pentacles, which does not shock me at all whatsoever, okay? This represents Taurus energy, by the way, so somebody could have Taurus placements in this connection. But this is them being like a slow mover. This is them not rushing towards their goals. This is them taking things slow, but also being very dedicated to their plans and their goals. They're starting to plan for the long term. They're starting to plan, you know, what they want their life to be like, what their goals are. We'll talk about this in a moment, but I'm going to reference it. It's the Nine of Pentacles, our third and last tarot card, especially when it comes to like housing, career, finances, material wealth. They're really starting to think about what they want that to be like in the long term, and they're working towards it, okay? So I feel like material stability is something your person hasn't been all too serious about, and now they're starting to take it very seriously. And they know this is something that they're not going to be able to achieve overnight. It's going to take consistency, planning, and long-term dedication to this goal and growth. And the Knight of Pentacles is loyal, dedicated, is not in a rush to get from point A to point B, but plans on getting to point B at some point, even if the journey is long in getting there. So again, to kind of recap and summarize for us, when it comes to your person right now, they're just starting to take life a lot more seriously. They're taking you more seriously, and they're most importantly taking themselves more seriously. They really want to honor themselves by having this plan of life instead of just winging it and hoping things work out. They want to know that they have security for themselves and for you. It could also be that maybe they never thought about having a secure relationship or connection before, and now they realize that a lot more goes into that than just casual fun. You have to have planning, you have to have loyalty, you have to have commitment, and love is also not enough to maintain a stable connection in the long term. Love is important, it is a foundation, but you also need security, you need stability, you need loyalty, trust, and, you know, mutually aligned goals, okay? So I see this person wanting to align their goals with you, work towards them for the long term, and again, they're really starting to take life more seriously and you more seriously. So that is what we have today for that. We're gonna get you a couple of personal messages now before we close the reading off. You got Archangel Uriel. A tremendous transformation is occurring in your life and in our world. Heaven and earth are uniting. Spirit and matter are working as one. Your heart and mind are balanced, living and loving in harmony. Okay? And then your affirmation is, I'm allowed to take time to heal. And yes, you are. Healing is not linear, and it's also important to not rush that process. You are allowed to take your time in healing and growing. So, beautiful affirmation. I'm going to pack it up though, you guys. Thank you again for joining. I hope you have a blessed rest of your day or night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.